This is Gene Key, Skyserve, Texas News. A weekend shooting has taken the lives of 3 Bastrop adults and 1 child at an apartment complex in that city. KVUE.com contributed to this report. The Bastrop Police Department said they received reports of shots being fired at 6:14 p.m. at a Bastrop apartment complex Saturday. A child was transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, along with the 4 found already dead at the scene. Authorities say the shooter is among the deceased. The motive for the shootings isn't known at this time. A multi-agency investigation is underway between the Bastrop County Sheriff and police departments, along with the Texas Rangers. On Saturday, relatives and supporters of death row inmate Jeff Wood braved the Texas summer heat to gather outside Governor Greg Abbott's mansion, hoping he will halt the execution schedule for August the 24th and commute Wood's sentence for one reason: Wood never killed anyone. The Texas Tribune contributed to this report. On January 2nd, 1996, Wood, 22 at the time, waited in a car while Daniel Renault robbed a Kerrville convenience store and shot the clerk to death. Wood was charged with capital murder under Texas law of parties, which states that a person can be charged of a crime he didn't commit if he helped or should have anticipated it as a result of another crime, like a robbery, according to the Texas Penal Code. Wood was sentenced to death, as was Renault, who was executed in 2002. Jeff Wood has been on death row for more than 18 years. A petition asking the governor and the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles to stay the execution and commute Wood's sentence will be sent early next month. The Coast Guard received a satellite phone call over the weekend for help, ending with the missing boaters safe and their boat in tow. KHOU.com contributed to this report. The boaters, Carl Sharam and Chris Berguillon of Lake Charles, Louisiana, were 125 miles southeast of Galveston when they made a distress call Saturday morning. The 2 men departed Lake Charles on a 42-foot boat and used a satellite phone to make the call to the International Emergency Response Coordination Center. The dispatch center reported that the boaters said they were sinking and were planning to swim to the nearest oil rig. The Coast Guard said when they reached the men, the boat was still above water and the men were rescued. The boat is reportedly being towed back to Louisiana. One of the men was treated for dehydration. Both are expected to be okay. Mariners were also alerted in the surrounding area after the call. A Coast Guard cutter, airplanes, and helicopters were launched to search for the men Saturday afternoon. Visit us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter at Skyserve News Service. This is Gene Key, Skyserve, Texas News.